Alrighty. Hey everyone, my name is Ellie and I am going to take you along on my journey of building my first PC. So I'm really excited. My husband is helping me a lot. He's definitely more knowledgeable in the realm of electronics and PC building. He actually just built his first one this year. So he's kind of helping me and guiding me with what kind of parts to get, what kind of things to splurge on, where to save money just for it being like a beginner PC. I plan on doing some games on it, maybe streaming, doing videos, photos, Pinterest, YouTube. So I think it'll be really cool. It won't be anything too crazy for my first time, but of course there's gonna be some nice RGB lighting, because who doesn't want beautiful colorful lights everywhere, especially in their electronics. So I am no exception to that, and there will definitely be lights present. So if you're into that, go ahead and come along with us. Let's do it together, and yeah, I think it'll be really cool. Hey friends, checking in. We're actually about to go to Micro Center and pick up some of my parts in person, so I'm really excited about that. We're gonna see what they have, what the prices are, see what is the best bang for our buck, because I'm all about getting a good deal, saving the money, keeping some coin in my pocket. So I'll take you along. I don't actually think I'm gonna record when I'm there, but I'll definitely show you what I get when I come back. Okay, so we actually just got home from Micro Center. It was crazy, nerd heaven in there, but definitely did not record. I'm gonna go get the stuff that I bought and show you guys real quick. Okay, we're back. That was crazy. It was so big. There was so many computer parts there. There was so many electronics there. There were so many things I didn't even know what it was. And it was a lot of money, but hey, it'll be worth it in the end, right? For this, I'm actually going to be telling you what I spent for everything as of November 2020. The prices are a little bit higher than they normally could / should be, just due to everybody wanting to build right now with everything going on in the world. A lot of people are working from home, doing school from home, so you could find better deals, but I'm just wanting to give you kind of a benchmark, because I know when I was looking up computer videos, how much parts cost and which ones and yada, it was overwhelming. So I just want to give you what I personally have and do with what you will with that information, okay? So I'm gonna show you now what I got at Micro Center, and then also a few things that I kind of already have beforehand. I'm also waiting for my case, my CPU, and my GPU to come in the mail, but they'll all be coming this week. So we'll probably be building by the end of this week, which is really exciting. Okay, first on the docket is monitors. You need monitors in order to see the things and play the games, and yeah, you need monitors. So my monitor setup that I was going for is a dual monitor. I'm going to have one main monitor and then also a side monitor that I will probably be mounting vertically in case I do end up getting into streaming. I'll be able to kind of run my side programs there, chat, all that, and then have my main game, video, whatever it is I'm doing on my main monitor. So for my main monitor, I got the Asus VP249. It is the 24-inch. So this will be my main monitor where I'll be doing the games and the shooties and all that stuff. It's 1080 full HD, so crispy. And I think it's gonna be awesome. It's definitely gonna be an upgrade from a laptop monitor, so I'm really excited about that. She's beautiful. I'm gonna put her down. And for my secondary monitor, I actually picked this up on Facebook Marketplace for a solid $30, and I don't know much about it. It is an AOC brand, and I believe it's 22 inches. And $30, I'm probably gonna mount her this way. It was practically brand new, had the plastic on the back, so I'm pretty excited. I don't think it has super high definition refresh rate like my main monitor does, but she's gonna be just fine as a secondary. And $30, guys, check Facebook Marketplace, check Craigslist, check that kind of stuff. Be very safe right now, obviously. Bring a buddy. Make sure everything is chill. But like the guy we got this from was great. $30. Second monitor. So I also forgot to mention the price for this main monitor here was $160. Okay, moving on to a little bit less fun stuff. There's no RGB on this, but Windows 10, it's $140, but unfortunately you gotta have it. It's something, it's a evil necessity, but Windows 10. Okay, moving back to some more fun stuff and RGB stuff. This is the SSD that I went with. I have 1 terabyte. It is RGB on the front, and it's the T-Force brand, and it's the Delta Max. I think this will be a good start for me. It's 1 terabyte. If I fill it up, I'll get something else, but for now, this will be good. This will actually be exposed in the case, so you'll be able to see all of this nice, fun RGB lighting on it, so that's pretty cool. Moving on. RAM. So I went with Crucial Ballistics RAM in the white color because I'm going with a white build. This is 16 gigabytes of RAM, and this was $87. 16 gigs of RAM. This also has RGB on it, so she'll be glowing. Love it. Okay, moving on to motherboard. Big moves here. Here she is. This is, well, her box. This is the ASRock B550 Pro 4. And I'll try to show you the back so you can actually see what it looks like without me taking it out. So that's what she looks like. It also has RGB on it. And this was $135. Okay, kind of boring, but really necessary is my power supply. I went with the Corsair CX650M power supply, and this should be more than enough for me. At least that's what my husband tells me, so that's what we got. 1 minute, I have to check a price. And this power supply was about $100, I believe. All right, and last of what I personally have right now is my cooler, my CPU cooler. So I got the white one. This is the Enermax ETST50. It's white, has some RGB on it. It's gonna make sure that everything stays nice and cool and doesn't get overheated and explode. So thumbs up for that, and she's pretty, so win-win. Okay, I will check back in when the other stuff comes in the mail and we start building. Okay, so these are actually some of the peripherals that I have already previously been using. I've been using a old laptop of my husband's, just connected in with the monitor for all of this year. So it'll be definitely an upgrade, but for now I just want to show you my mouse. It's a Red Dragon mouse that has RGB, and you also can kind of change the different functions on it, which is really cool. This is my gaming headset that I have. It's the Logitech G733, but it's really nice. It has some really thick memory foam ear cuffs. They're really comfortable as a glasses wearer. I really recommend these. This band up here really helps to avoid a lot of pressure on your actual head as well. Have RGB. There it is. White. Then this is just a, I don't know what the brand is. This is just a keyboard that I actually got on Amazon. It does light up, but there's no other functions besides off and on. Nothing to complain about really. It's worked fine for me. And then also I just have underneath here an extra large League of Legends Star Guardian mouse pad. I also forgot to mention I did invest in a chair as well. I was in some not good office chair that was teeny tiny, so I didn't really know what I wanted, so I naturally went to Amazon, and I just got this one just to see how I like the kind of gamer style. I know they're not necessarily the best for you, but I just wanted to try it out, see how I liked it. It's got white and black, obviously, to kind of match my build. It's the Fargle brand, and I believe this was between $150 to $200. I will double check, and I will put the price for sure in there. It's Tuesday evening. We just got the rest of my computer parts besides the case, so I'm going to show you that. Got my CPU, which is the Ryzen 3 3100, and this retailed for, how much was this?
I think we got it for $115.
About $115, $120 for this. And then the big boy, the graphics card. This is the MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Super Gaming X, and it's got RGB on it, you know how we do. And then all we have left is the case. But tonight, I actually think we're gonna start assembling the innards of it, and then tomorrow we just pop her in the case and we should be good to go.
Yep.
I also forgot to mention, graphics card was around $265 at Best Buy. These are kind of hard to find in stock anywhere now, so we just kind of grabbed what we could. And has RGB. This is my husband Mitch,
hey.
The brains of the operation,
hey.
The pretty face. Let's go. Okay, so we're doing step one, which is going to be opening up the motherboard and putting the CPU in. So we have the motherboard right here. Here she is. Have it on top of the box. And then we're going to be putting this little guy in this area. So it's really important to not touch the bottom pins. So when you're installing these, make sure you're pinching with the corners. And then also that we're aligning this little gold arrow at the corner of the CPU with the corner shown on the motherboard itself. Okay, so now we're installing the CPU cooler fan, which neither of us have ever done before, so we're gonna be learning on the fly.
Air is going to be coming in from this way. So your fan is going to be here. So you're going to be sitting like this.
I just spent 5 minutes trying to open the thing of thermal paste, but now we're ready. Take the sticker off.
Aha.
Make sure you remove the red sticker that says remove. Okay, so we just got the cooler installed on top of the CPU, and Mitch is going to explain some things now.
Yeah, so basically we have the two cables coming out of the fan. We have the 4-pin. This is for giving power to your fan. And since it's got 4 pins, it's considered a PWM, which is pulse width modulation. Basically just allows you to change how fast the fan goes, or it can detect how hot your CPU is and kick up the RPM if it needs to. So this will go directly into right here where it says CPU fan 1 header. That's where it's going to get its power from. And then this connector is for your addressable RGB. It's a 5 volt RGB connector, and this typically would go to a 3-pin header such as this one right here. However, we have the RGB hub controller. That's a hub that we're going to connect later, so we will keep this one off for now and do that at the end.
Okay, so we just finished with the cooling fan, and we're going to clean up our mess that we made and then move on to the next phase. Now we're putting the RAM in. Since we have 2 sticks of RAM, we're going to be putting it in the 2nd and the 4th of the DIMM slots. Last but not least, for now, we're going to be installing the graphics card. Okay, now since we don't have the case, so we can't fully assemble it, we're just going to do a post test where we hook up the power supply and then hook up the motherboard to a monitor to see if everything fires correctly and is shipshape before we throw it all in the case, and voila. Now it's to connect the power supply to the board, and this is the Big Mama Jamma 24-pin, and I'm told it's a pain in the butt to put in there, so wish me luck. Okay, so we have everything plugged in. Let's see what turns on when he flips the switch. Oh. So we have a little RGB action going on down here. Is that the only?
That's a good sign. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now what?
Now we need to find where the power switch would be.
Okay, so since we don't actually have the case, we need to find where the button would be and mimic turning it on with magic. So I'm going to be touching 2 pins in this section with the metal tip of a screwdriver, and that will send the magic through, which will hopefully turn it on just like I were pressing a button.
Now, it's normal to let it go. It will go through a couple cycles. It will restart itself. And then we cross our fingers to see the screen turn on.
Hello.
It lives!
We're parents. It was a hard labor. Okay, so we're actually troubleshooting one of the RAM's RGBs not turning on. We're trying to look in the BIOS to see if it needs to be like activated or something, or if we, heaven forbid, got a dud RGB bit in the RAM, because it's showing up as fine. It's showing that we have 16 gigs plugged in, so have a brief intermission to show the cutest little critter ever. The cutest ham there ever was. Okay, so it's the next day. I apologize in advance for the varying levels of light quality, sound quality, appearance quality. I'm basically just recording this whenever we're doing this, so it's at 10 p.m., it's at 10 a.m. Anyway, so we did end up having a faulty RGB light on the RAM stick. So we're gonna have to go back up to Micro Center and exchange that, return it, whatever we need to do to get some with some lights like we want. So that's kind of postponed, but in the meantime, thing came in the mail. The case. So I'm really excited. I'm really hoping that it is in one piece and the mail took good care of it. This is the Bit Phoenix Nova Mesh. Let's go ahead and open it and hope that it's all in one piece. Okay, so here's the top. This is the like kind of magnet meshy part I was telling you about. Below it's just kind of is like a honeycomb pattern. These are like the power buttons, headphone jacks, USB plugs. This is the front. You can kind of see the fans through it. So those are RGB fans. So when I turn it on, it will light up. It has a front mesh part and then the Bit Phoenix logo. Kind of cool. Kind of looks like angel wings. Then here's the glass panel. This is the party. It has little screws on all four corners to take off the glass paneling. Fan. You see the other fans there. Then that's where the motherboard will sit. Then the other side is just plain solid white. It has a little bit of a texture to it. Okay, well, now I am sweating and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go eat something and then I have to find out where I'm gonna put this. This is my current desk. It is a hot mess and it's just basically everything is thrown on it. So wish me luck. I have to somehow organize this. Craft stuff, other stuff, random stuff. So I actually have a really small desk. So between monitors, this right now is a laptop I'm using for my main computer in tablet mode, and then a secondary monitor. It's fine. And then since the monitors are so big, I had to buy this in order to hold the case on it. So somehow we have to make this nice and clean to put the case on it. Okay, so it's night 2 of the computer build. We got the case in, so now we're just going to be putting all of the components that we built yesterday into the case. I don't really know what that entails yet. My husband does, so he'll be kind of heading up this area because it'll be a little bit more of making sure everything fits where it's supposed to go and then doing some cable management along the way, so that way things are easier to adjust and change out if necessary in the future. Okay, so this is what we're going to be finishing with tonight. We got pretty much everything in the spot it needs to be. And then we're waiting actually on one more piece for the fan hub for the RGB. So after that, we'll be able to hook up all the fans and the RGB and finish our cable management and we'll be good to go. This is kind of what we're working with right now. It's not the prettiest, but it will be at the end. Okay, so we're hopefully the last day of the build. We got the last piece of the puzzle and now all we have to do is connect all of the fans and all the RGB, make it all nice and pretty and cable managed, and plug her in. We got the monitors mounted yesterday, so we are ready to rumble. Okay, everything is in there, it's connected. We're saying a prayer and we're about to push the button.
Let's hope that all the...
Let's hope all the lights turn on.
Let's hope.
And the fans spin. We got this.
I'm praying for the RGB gods. Oh. Flip the switch on the back of the power supply.
We did it and it works. It's glowing and it's beautiful and
it was worth every penny.
We did it. I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of you.
We make a good looking computer.
Wow, yeah, something like that.
Okay everyone, we finished the computer. I'm so pleased and happy with how it turned out. So let's go take a little peek-see and then we'll wrap up this video. Okay, so this is kind of an overview of my setup. Over here we have the tower. We have a little Luna Lovegood and Kakashi Sensei down there. And then we have a little Ahsoka Tano and Rey. This really cool box that my mouse pad actually came in. Some Christmas Minnie Mouse ears that a friend made me. My mouse pad, keyboard, my dual monitor setup, and down here we have Snorlax. This is a wedding picture of my husband and I. A little charging cable, Salt Rock, and then we have my monitor mount back there. Alright, and that concludes our PC building journey. I hope you enjoyed and got some information that you didn't know before. I know I personally learned a ton. Shout out to my husband Mitch. Thank you so much. This wouldn't have been possible without him, and I'm just so grateful to have someone as helpful and supportive as him and someone to just game with for the rest of my life. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you the next time.